Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. It is Monday, July the 3rd, 2023. One day, well, less than 20 hours from Independence Day, or if you're from the hood, 4th of July, because we know about independence in us on July 4th, 1776. So I'm not going to get into that. But what I am going to get into, you see, I got the Wakanda shaman gear on. And once again, my hand has been forced, but not in a negative way, in a positive way. Well, positive for me and positive for most people who rock with me. That Egyptian stuff. I know I said I was not going to talk about nothing else Egyptian. And the mixed up Egyptian folks that say the silly things that they say with regard to race, with regard to Cleopatra's lineage, with regard to mummies, with regard to factual evidence, all of that. I'm not going to say anything. Not me. I found somebody who could say it a lot more eloquently than I can. Well, a lot more eloquently than I can. And then I'm going to turn the man loose with a video that I saw that I thought, okay, he giving them the business in this video. But before I do that, I need y'all to do what y'all always do for your mans in there. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cue up this video. It's about 5 minutes and 12 seconds. I will also give you the link to this video as well as the TikTok handle of this individual doing this video. I think he posted this on TikTok about 5 days ago, give or take. We're going to look at the vid, then we're going to come back, and I may or may not need to say anything. Let's go, y'all.
Brother I found on TikTok, he goes by the name of Sufi Alchemy, and let me tell you, he gathered the Egyptians that are pushing back. Watch this clip, we'll come back and discuss.
Dark-skinned people here in Egypt are of completely different features and culture than...
Assalamu alaikum. You mean the alkaline Hamitic features like myself? My skin color, my nose, my small lips, etc.? Sure, maybe the New Kingdom and the Ptolemaic period pharaohs would look like me, such as Ramses III. But I'm mixed. It doesn't say anything about my forefathers. My forefathers are dark-skinned Fulani. And so was the forefathers of Ramses III and these New Kingdom pharaohs, who were exposed to a lot of invasions and trades and immigrations from Europe and other parts of the world. So your argument is essentially like saying, I am brown, I have alkaline features, therefore my great-grandfather was also brown with alkaline Hamitic features. No, he wasn't. It's because my mother is white. So essentially you deny the Old Kingdom and Middle Kingdom pharaohs, which had typical African features, and that is the part of what you say which may be interpreted as a little bit racist. Then you go about comparing modern Egyptian identity and modern Nubian identity with ancient Kemet. That's completely invalid because we don't care about modern Egypt in terms of identities. We care about the ancient Kemites 3,000 years ago. You know, it's 3,000 years. Things have happened that time, right? I mean, you wear a hijab, you're maybe a Muslim, huh? Where the ancient Kemites, Muslim and wearing a hijab. Just trying to prove a point. That came with the Umayyad invasion when Sayyidina Usman got assassinated and the Umayyad cousins took power and invaded North Africa. People migrate tremendously, huh? Look at Dubai today. Most people in Dubai are immigrants. Look at New York, filled with immigrants. Amsterdam, filled with immigrants. The entire North Africa is filled with immigrants. I mean, the true people there are the natives. What do you think has happened to Egypt the last 3,000 years with invasions from Assyrians, Persians, Phoenicians, Romans, Greeks, you name it. So this argument that land and nation that you today call Egypt has always been like that is completely false. Some people cite the 2017 DNA study, which actually doesn't say what people say it does, because I read the study in the Nature journal. Yeah, that's one study looking at 2 or 3 mummies. What about the 160 mummies that they didn't publish, right? What about the 1990 study that nobody talks about that showed sub-Saharan in the mummies? What about Sheikh Anta Diop's tests and so on? So you cannot just take one study and point to something. Yes, sure, there may be people in Egypt today and Nubia today who are direct, distant descendants of some pharaoh. I mean, there would have been many people in ancient Egypt, but since people have migrated there for the last 3,000 years, you can have people in West Africa also are descendants of them. You can have people in Iran who may trace their lineage back to ancient Kemetic. I mean, people move. So this kind of argument, let's assume that people don't migrate. People are static only in that geographic region. They don't move. There are no wars. There are no changing of people. Is completely historyless. It's a naive argument that can be disproven as simply as just looking at your random city in Europe today. And the idea that just because I have Alkaline Hamitic futures, my fathers also had Hamitic futures. That can change in 1 or 2 generations. Or the argument that the Egyptians today have some kind of proprietary right to history. I don't know what to say. It's ego, all I can say.
On that clip, he was responding to an Egyptian that is just angry that black people believe that there are black pharaohs and black people that used to rule ancient Egypt. And she was claiming that, like, that's why are you doing this? Like, that's not your history. This is our history. And as you heard, he made good points. Like, just because right now, after all those invasions, after mixing, and after everything that happened in Egypt, you can't claim that you are the only descendant and anybody else that doesn't look like you, they are lying. We need to sue them the same way the Egyptian lawyer is suing Netflix for creating Cleopatra. This is where we have come. Like, honestly, this is really tiring, but at least there's someone that is speaking facts and actually not shy about it.
Okay. Sufi Alchemy on TikTok. Sufi_alchemy. Check that brother out. He's got a lot of good videos, that disprove a bunch of bull crap that's being seen. Okay, I wasn't supposed to call that bull crap, was I? I was supposed to remain objective. All right. If y'all want to tell me what y'all thought about this video, callers are standing by now. Now, go ahead and drop it in the comments, y'all. That's it. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good and be good to each other.